Hey guys, I am sharing with you my beef and broccoli recipe. I recently just shared my sweet and sour chicken recipe, so I figured I would just go ahead and share my beef and broccoli recipe with you guys because it is so good and it is so much better than takeout. Let's just go right ahead and get started. I have some chuck steak here. You can use any sort of kind of thick cut beef that you have, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut that into thin slices, maybe about 1/4 of an inch or so thick, and we're just going to go ahead and finish cutting that up. And you can use pretty much any cut of beef that you have. I've used several different parts of the beef depending on whatever I can get. So I've got some grated ginger and some grated garlic, and we're going to start off by marinating our beef. You want to add in your grated ginger and your grated garlic, as well as some salt and some white pepper, and of course all the amounts will be below in the description box. We're going to add in some low sodium soy sauce, 1 large egg. Mix that all together to make sure that everything is coating the beef. Let this sit and marinate for about 15 to 20 minutes to get all of those flavors mingled together. After about 15 to 20 minutes of marinating, we're going to go ahead and add in some cornstarch and mix that all around until all of the beef is coated lovely with that cornstarch. And you see no more of the white. And we're going to go ahead over to our stove and put this together. In a large saucepan, I have some vegetable oil at the bottom, about 1/2 inch up or so, and we're going to place in our beef pieces about one at a time as best as you can. Just keep them kind of separated so they don't stick. Just do them 1 or 2 at a time. I'm going to fit in this large saucepan maybe about 10 pieces, not to overcrowd the pan, and we're going to let these go for about 2 to 3 minutes on each side until they develop a lovely brown color. I'm going to flip them and let them go for another 2 to 3 minutes. And after that 2 to 3 minutes on each side, you're going to go ahead and remove them and place them on a plate that I've lined with some paper towels. And you can see how that cornstarch has created this lovely coating on the beef that is going to soak up all of that delicious sauce. After frying up my batches, I've removed most of my oil. I've left 1 tablespoon of oil at the bottom. You can use a separate saucepan if you'd like, but I'm just going to go ahead and use the same one. Add in some grated garlic, some grated ginger, and some cut up green onions. Gonna toss that around, and my heat is on medium. My heat's been on medium this entire time. Gonna toss that around and let it sit for about 30 seconds to release its flavor into the vegetable oil. After about 30 seconds or so, I'm going to go ahead and add in some water. Now, I am using water in a chicken bouillon cube. You can use chicken stock, vegetable stock, or beef stock. And I'm going to use about 1/2 of a chicken bouillon cube because I don't want it to be too salty. So add that in. I'm going to wait for this to come up to a slow boil, and then we're going to add in our low sodium soy sauce, some sesame seed oil, and of course all the amounts will be listed below in the description box. Some oyster sauce, as well as some hoisin sauce. Give that a good mix, and we're also going to be needing some granulated sugar. Add in my granulated sugar, and we're going to give this a really good mix. And you want broccoli pieces that are nice and washed and cut up into small pieces. So after our sauce has come up to a boil, I'm going to add back in my pieces of beef. Get them all nice and settled in that sauce. I'm going to cover this and let this cook for about 10 minutes to fully cook through the beef and to also tenderize them just a little bit. Still on medium heat, let it go for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, I'm going to remove my lid, give that a little toss around, and add in my broccoli pieces. After I've added my broccoli and given that a toss, I'm going to cover this and let the broccoli and the beef cook for another 5 minutes or so. And after that 5 minutes, I have a little bit of cornstarch and a little bit of water. I'm just going to mix that together to make a slurry. Pour that in on top of the broccoli and the beef and everything. Toss that around. Let it just go for 30 seconds or so till it thickens up and creates a lovely thick sauce that's coating everything. The beef will be fully cooked. The broccoli will be cooked, but still with a crunch. And that is it. So serve with some white rice, fried rice, or lau mein, which is what I like to serve it with. And you're done. It is super easy, super quick, and super delicious. Oh my goodness. It is so much better than takeout because at least you know what's going in your food. I hope that you guys enjoy this recipe. Don't forget all the amounts are below. If you try it, let me know. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.